In this video, why G-Man glasses and headphones? Why did he stop shooting with his eyes? And what did the late Agent Plunger not think about? The new 57th episode of the Skibidi toilet came out and turned out to be mega epic, but sad at the end. Interestingly, it turned out that all my theories, guesses and predictions from past analyses were confirmed, and everything happened exactly as I said. You're on the Tom World channel. Put a like if you want the tragically deceased Agent Plunger to recover, and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the fact that the series has a non-standard name and is divided into several parts, in which the Skibidi toilet is found for the first time during the existence of the series, and most likely it will be decisive and final. Agents now do not need to look for a base of skibidists, because now the skibidists themselves will come to them, which is already and made G-Man. Let me remind you that the infected speaker Titan and G-Man are the last skibidists who remained at the disposal of the scientist. If the agents managed to defeat them, the skibidists will simply lose. Please note that the skibidists did not allow the agents to find their base and provoked a war themselves right in the center of the city, so brutal that they even had to activate the Titan and G-Man speakerman. The action in this series immediately continues the actions of the previous series. 3 operators, just out of desperation, hid on the roof and watched as the infected Titan loudspeaker continues to destroy everything and destroy other agents. We see how strong he is and how he mercilessly trampled his brother, an ordinary cameraman. We see the excellent work of the anti-parasite Kara, which shoots its beam directly into the core of the Titan but does not cause him any harm, and he also destroys it. And then the Titan cameraman arrives to help. In fact, I thought he was taking such a risk for nothing, but then I became convinced how strong he was. Even without a gun on his arm, he still has a lot of other cool weapons, and also very useful core protection. It's very impressive how all its mechanisms work. A fierce battle begins. The speaker starts shooting hard at the cameraman, but he defends himself with some kind of incomprehensible shield. This is definitely not the shield of the cameraman himself, because he was not fixed anywhere. It looks very much like a piece of some kind of wooden house, but then he holds it very strangely, and also it's strange why it doesn't collapse from explosions. Write in the comments your opinion, what kind of shield is this? He makes his way to the speaker Titan and deftly strikes him a double blow, after which the speaker regained consciousness and flew away. But it was not there. The cameraman had a magnet with which he pulled the speakerman and threw him to the ground. Of course, he did not like this, and he used his deafening sound from the speakers, but even that didn't help much. The Titan cameraman still comes up and kicks him in the stomach. Looking at the enormous power of the Titan cameraman, I can easily say that he could finally destroy the speaker with a few blows and his missiles to the head. But he, like us, understands perfectly well that the main goal is not to destroy the Titan speakerman, but to cure and restore him to his ranks after the Skibidi virus. Therefore, the operator is very careful with it. There is something going on here that I personally definitely did not expect. The G-Man Skibidi arrived. I thought this trump card would definitely remain until the very end in the sleeve of the scientist and the skibidists in general. But he flew here right now, which means that this battle greatly threatens the lives of the skibidists, and something needs to be done urgently. Remained the same, but metal sheets have been added to the back and side to make him stronger. Also, now he has 6 pistols and new glasses, but he doesn't shoot about his eyes because he has the head as glasses and headphones. Wait a minute, why does he need glasses? Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? I think this is a strong hint from Dafuk Boom about the return of TV Man Titan and the army of TV men in general. I think we will see it very soon, and most likely right in the next part of the 57 series. Remember my words. The G-Man fires all 6 guns at the cameraman, but he groups up a little and with a little effort jumps straight into the G-Man, and they fall to the ground together. We do not know what their future fate is. I hope we will find out in the next part. Speakerman Titan now calmly gets up and starts preparing weapons to help G-Man, but suddenly on the roof there is the same Agent Plunger, the most heroic and brave character. He never ceases to amaze us, and alone, he jumps straight to the Speedman Titan, to the place where he was infected with the Skibidi virus. Unfortunately, the speakerman felt it, cancelled the charging of the weapon, and was able to find and get the plunger. And then the saddest thing happens. Agent Plunger realizes that he will die of despair. He just throws out his plunger, and then the speakerman squeezes it in his fist with such force that it just explodes and throws out the body, burning and broken. It turned out very sad, but let's draw some conclusions from this series. The first thing I want to say is that we should expect a lot of new skibidists, and not a simple, but a very strong something in the style of G-Man, In general, something very large-scale is planned. It is unclear why Daft Duke Boom divided this series into 2 parts. I think now the fate of each of the parties will be decided. This battle should be large-scale and decisive, and I was right, Daft Boom also thinks so. So many unusual things happened on this day in general. That's how it turns out. Write in the comments what I missed.